Hello, my name is Rocky Buchanan. I'm the Executive Director of the Universal Hip Hop Museum, and I'd just like to take time to welcome everyone to the Museum of the Moving Image. I'd like to thank Warrington Hudlin for giving us another shot at producing one of our educational forums. And I also like to thank Carl Goodman, who's also from the Museum of the Moving Image, for allowing us to use this beautiful space tonight. So the Universal Hip Hop Museum is dedicated to the preservation of hip hop culture. Our mission is to document, preserve, and celebrate hip hop history on a global level, but not just hip hop in terms of the art form, but in terms of its global impact on society, both past and present. So today, we're taking one step further in our mission by producing today's what we call UHHM Cares Forum. This is basically a passion of mine, is to use hip hop to engage, empower, and enlighten communities. Because with hip hop being the most powerful art form on the entire planet, we want to use our influence, our power to enlighten people on how things like mental illness is having an impact on our communities. So many of our people live with depression, anxiety, and other types of illnesses, but they hold them in silence. They don't like to speak about this topic. This is like a stigma in the Black community that, they're afraid to show their vulnerability. And the problem with that is that they don't seek help. They don't go to get treatment. They don't speak to their family members about what they're going through. So they suffer in silence. They suffer with this, with problems, and it manifests in their work life, in their love life, in their social life. There's so many people in hip hop that live with depression. I can name about 20 different rappers that rap about depression all the time. Eminem, Kid Cudi, DMC had issues with depression. Kendrick Lamar, Scarface from the Ghetto Boys. They all wrote about, my mind's playing tricks on me. That was all about, going through stages of depression. My own son had issues with depression when he was in college, and now he's, thankfully he's been able to pull himself out of that. But I had to deal with it in my own family. So today we have assembled a great panel to help us kind of like engage this subject matter. I'm going to leave the panel introductions for later because we have a great panel that I want you to meet. But I want to talk about the museum quickly. So the Universal Hip Hop Museum, we're going to show a nice picture of the museum, the future museum. So back in October of 2016, I got a phone call from a development company named L&M Development Partners. The young man his name is Josue Sanchez. And he gave me a call and said, that they have a proposal that they would like to submit to the city of New York for a property that is on the Harlem waterfront that's called the Lower Grand Concourse. And he asked if the museum would like to partner in the proposal. And when he told me about the project and what they were trying to do with it, I said absolutely, because at that time we were still looking for space. And this wasn't a guarantee by no means. This was a long shot because I've been through the whole RFP process with the city of New York once before. And it's really based on, timing and opportunity. And lo and behold, about a month ago, we received word that the New York City Economic Development Corporation had given us the green light to move forward and actually present our proposal to the City Council of New York, which voted on the project 2 weeks ago to finally give us the green light to move forward. So we've been officially awarded 1 million square feet right next to the 149th Street Bridge, which takes you from the Bronx to Harlem. And the project includes about 1,000 units of affordable housing, which sits on top of the museum. The museum is the cultural anchor of this development, which we call the Bronx Point. So this is big news for hip hop. This is big news for the entire Universal Hip Hop Museum family that has worked alongside me. I want to introduce some people, if you don't mind, that are in the audience. Robert Reed, Economic Development. Stand up, Rob. Don't be shy. Two of our Board of Trustee, well, actually 3 of our Board of Trustee members are here. That's Deidre Tate, Wesley Ramjeet, and Reggie Peters. I would also like to thank my wife, Kim Buchanan, who's, stand up, Kim. Because, she's been dealing with my psychotic neurosis about this project for about 4 years. And when this door opens, we love to continue to work with Warrington and Carl Goodman to continue our partnership that we have together to really raise the awareness about the global impact of hip hop and what it does for young men of color and young people all over the world, not just men of color, because there's so many Caucasian kids and Asian kids and other type of ethnicities that enjoy hip hop around the world. So this museum is a global project. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up today's moderator, Tembisa Mshaka, who's going to introduce us to our film. And then after we see our film, she's going to introduce us to our panel.
Good evening, everybody. Give it up for Executive Director of the Universal Hip Hop Museum, Rocky Buchanan. Yes. Listen, this takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of passion and drive and sort of self-fueled motivation because, a lot of the time the world doesn't support you in the dream that you have until it looks like this, right? So, that's the thing about visionaries is that they can see before the rest of the world can see. And that's who Rocky is for the Universal Hip Hop Museum. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be a part of creating a legacy for hip hop by the culture guardians of hip hop and not some outsider from who knows where. And having it take place and be rooted in the birthplace, the Mecca of hip hop, the Bronx. So that's what's up. All right, so my name is Tembisa Mshaka, and I am humbled and honored to be on the advisory board for the Universal Hip Hop Museum, and I'm happy to be your moderator this evening. I'm going to be teeing up the film that we're going to see. It's very important that we contextualize the management and the impact of mental health with a moving image, since we are at the Museum of the Moving Image. So tonight we're going to be watching a short narrative called Boxed In, written and directed by one of my favorite master teachers of acting and an amazing actor by the name of Tasha Smith. So here's a little bit about her. Tasha Smith was born in Camden, New Jersey. She's an actress, producer, and director, best known for TV shows Empire, For Better or Worse, and Power. She's also been in films like Couples Retreat, The Whole 10 Yards, and Jumping the Broom. She recently made her directorial debut with her short film Boxed In, a passion project she wrote and directed. Boxed In is based on Tasha's personal experience with a young black man suffering from bipolar disorder without her knowledge. The film stars Tyra Farrell, Walter Fauntleroy, R&B songstress Antonique Smith, and was executive produced by Tasha's identical twin sister, producer Sidra Smith. This young man struggles with bipolar disorder while his girlfriend and mother learn to deal with the pain of his manic episode and struggle for mental survival. Let's watch Boxed In.
Who's out there? Get the hell from in front of my place. Man, they breaking my shit now? Hey, get the fuck from in front of my house! I know who you are and I will kill your asses! Leave me and my family alone! Shit. Motherfuckers. I'm about to go fuck off. Ain't no punk. I'm sick of motherfuckers trying to intimidate me. Damn, man. Stop fucking with me. I'll kill your asses. Put a bullet in your fucking skull. Motherfuckers don't know me. You don't know me, motherfucker. Shit. Hello? But leave me and my family alone. Fuck. Fuckers keep fucking with me. Y'all kill them. Fuck, you think this is a fucking game? I got something for your asses. Leave me alone. Got something for your asses. Did anyone see you come in?
Who see me come in?
They're saying they want to hurt me and my family. We have got to find a way to get the fuck out of here. We've got to find another place to go. We can't stay here.
Who are you talking about? You're scaring me.
Shh. Oh, shit. I might hear you. Oh, baby, what are you doing here? I didn't want to get you involved in any of this.
What is going on?
Baby, trust me, somebody's been stalking me, all right? But don't ask me any more questions, all right? I need you to trust me, all right? Just follow me. Just come. Baby, somebody's been stalking me. Do not come out of this closet no matter what you hear until I come and get you. Do not come out of this closet. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay, all right? So stay in here.
Gail, it's Megan. No, it's not okay. He's acting really strange. He's scaring me. I'm at his apartment. He put me in the closet to keep me safe. Safe from what? Nobody's here. He's saying somebody's stalking him and that they're trying to hurt him. No, I've never seen him act like this before. What? Wait, what are you saying? No, I didn't know. Okay.
No, baby. Get back in here. It's not safe.
It's your mother.
What? Mom? No. It's not safe. Mom, you don't listen. Mom! No, I can't have him trying to hurt you too. Okay, don't come. Baby. I thought I told you to stay in the closet. It's not safe, baby. Oh, baby. Megan. And I know you're probably scared, baby. But trust me when I say I got this. Ain't nobody getting up in here. I'm not gonna let anybody hurt you.
I know. I trust you.
I got this, baby. I got this. You don't have to worry. I got you. What the hell?
Otis!
Still trying to fuck with me, Mom. Trying to run us the fuck out of Brooklyn. I swear to God. Mom, don't open the blinds. They're out there. They're trying to come in. God, I swear to God. If they get in here, they try to fucking hurt you. If they try to fucking hurt Megan, I swear I will kill them. I will bury them in the ground.
Look at me! Sit down. Sit down. Otis, I need you to calm down right now. We're not doing this again, son.
I'm gonna shut you. What are you doing here? I told you it wasn't safe.
Where are your lithium pills? Look at you. You haven't gotten any sleep, son. This is not how you get better. You have to take your medication. You can't afford not to.
Is it okay that we come in?
Who is that?
Otis.
Who is that?
Put that down.
Who is that, Mom?
Put it down. 1 second, please. Otis, put it down. Drop it. Drop it. Now! Son, you're gonna have to go back in. The officers are outside. Now either you're gonna let me take you and we walk in together, or they will have to take you in. Which one do you want?
Mom, you don't understand. They are trying to hurt us. Why are you doing
Don't
this?
make this more difficult than what it is. Now listen to me. Do you want me to let them take you? Or will we walk in together? Which do you want? We can do this together. Together? All right. We got this. You got this. We got this. Officer, thank you so much, but we won't need your services. I'm gonna take him in.
No problem, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, let's go. Thank you.
Mom. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know I don't have to go in there. I don't. I can fix this. I can fix this on my own, Mom.
Son, you know we've been down this road before. You can't fix this on your own.
Nothing is wrong with me, Mom. Nothing is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with me, Mom. I want you to listen to me. I'm your son, Mom. I'm your son. I'm your son. Please, forgive me. I'm normal. Nothing's wrong.
It's okay, baby. I'm here to check in Otis Thompson. ID and medical card, please. Thank you.
This is a joke. No. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. Y'all keep tracking me the fuck up. You don't understand me. You know I don't belong here. I'm a good person. I'm a fucking great person. Y'all keep trying to put me to rest. I don't know why you keep trying to put me to rest. 'Cause I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Y'all trying to fuck this smart motherfucker up. I'm elevating. I'm protecting people, baby. I'm not a clown. I'm a smart ass man that ain't dumbing shit down. And y'all trying to hold back my brilliance. And I ain't having it. Ain't having it.
What is your name?
Otis.
Do you know what day it is?
Hump day.
Who is the current president of the United States?
Oh, Jay-Z. I'm just playing. Look, that motherfucker, I love his rap game though. That motherfucker is tight. Y'all wanna know why I don't stop? Y'all wanna know why I don't flop? Let me tell you, people, why? Come from the bottom of the block. When I was born, it was sworn. I was never gonna be shit. Had to prove the opposite out this bitch. Had to get my right on. Look, it's President Barack Obama, the first black president we ever had. And probably the last. Oh, shit. I could be president. They should let my black ass up in the White House. I had that shit on lock. Let me have the hoes running in and out of there talking about happy birthday, Mr. President. Oh, happy birthday to you. Mr. President.
Do you know where you are, Otis?
Disneyland? The hospital?
Do you know why you're here, Otis?
Not really.
So you don't know why you're here?
Nope. You're supposed to be the social worker. Why are you asking all these dumb questions? You don't have any of these answers? Give me the notepad. I'll take notes on your ass and get some answers. Hey, can we get another social worker in here? She act like she don't know what she's doing. Matter of fact, send me a black woman. Send me somebody in here that might understand me. Shit.
Doing really well the past few months. How do we stop this from happening again?
Relapses happen as part of the recovery process. Right now, the best thing we can do for others is to make sure that his medications are correct. I made a list of some of the suggestions. I'd also like to increase his lithium dosage and see if that helps.
Well, how much longer is he going to have to take all this?
There's no way to know for certain. We'll just have to wait and see how he responds.
And what exactly is the lithium doing?
Well, we believe that it strengthens the connections in the brain to help regulate thinking, help stabilize mood swings. But to be perfectly honest, nobody knows exactly how lithium works.
He's taking all this stuff multiple times a day, and you can't even give me an answer of why it works? I mean, all this money spent on medication, and you can't give me one solid answer?
If you're worried about cost, we have some very good assistance programs.
It's not about the money. When is my son going to feel better? You keep switching his medication, a little more of this, less of that, and yet we still end up in here. Doctor, I know bipolar disorder is hereditary, but 5 years ago, a fool shoved a gun in my son's face and triggered his bipolar disorder. And I'm still getting calls in the middle of the night saying he's running around his house, talking to himself, imagining all kinds of things. I have lost count of his manic episodes. When is this cycle going to stop? No mother should ever have to witness her child in that state, losing his mind.
I know. We need more research. Right now, the politicians are all focused on the extreme cases, the gun violence, when what we really need is funding for mental health care.
So it's the violent ones who go around shooting up schools and movie theaters that get all the attention. When my son Otis won't even step on a spider, are you saying that he has to be violent in order to get some answers, solutions? How can that be? There are so many people in this society with mental health issues that aren't violent. My God, what happens to them? What happens?
I know how frustrating this must be for you. Bipolar disorder is a very complicated, unpredictable illness. And I know how much you've done for your son. I promise you, we will do everything within our power to make sure that he gets the best help available.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know who that is in there. He never said anything about any of this to me, nothing. I had no idea. I know. But Megan, if you choose to be in someone's life with bipolar disorder, then you need to do some real soul searching because this life is a hard road to travel. I know the disease. I studied psychology in college. Textbooks aren't going to teach you how to deal with my son. It is so frustrating watching him deal with reality. And what are you going to do the next time he has a manic episode and I'm not there to step in? Well, if it was serious, I would call his therapist or a family member or the police. Call the police on a crazed young black man in Brooklyn? You just got his ass shot. No, the police is not, I repeat, not the number that you call. You always call the mental health facility. Let them call the police and bring his ass in. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe I said it either. I'm sorry. Megan, listen, honey, you have responsibilities and dreams of your own. Maybe what you should do is just focus on your own life and just walk away from this. Walk away? I can't walk away. I love him. I know. Sorry.
Hey. Yeah. This joint makes me feel crazy. I'm sitting here with no shoelaces. Oh man, they won't even let me have my own belt. Man, I hate that you have to see me like this. You must really think I'm certified crazy.
You know you should have told me what was going on with you, right? That was so unfair.
Oh, man, it just never felt like the right time.
Did you think I wouldn't understand?
Oh, if anyone would understand, it would be you. I just wanted you to get to know the real me, not the illness.
Well, it just makes me wonder who I've been hanging with these past few months. You know, you've been keeping so much from me. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel, what to say. Have I even been really dealing with the real you?
Man, come on, I've been myself more with you these past few months than I've been in a long time. I mean, I damn near forgot I was sick. I was like living some kind of a fantasy. And you should just walk away. You should just, bounce the hell out of here while you can. I can't impose all this on you and your family. You shouldn't have to deal with this shit. You should just, if you want, just walk away.
This time we spent together wasn't a fantasy to me. It was real. You looking crazy as hell with your pants taped to your ass and your shoes falling off. This is real.
Oh my God.
The way I feel about you is real. The man I used to stay up till 3 a.m. writing rap lyrics with. The man I've fallen in love with is very real.
Yeah, it's just crazy not having control over your thoughts and emotions at times.
Otis, it's not your fault. It's an illness. You didn't choose it.
It's hard for me to believe that this is my life.
You can't fix it on your own, but you can have a normal life if you just take your meds, baby.
Babe, I hate being here, baby.
I know.
You have no idea how hopeless I feel.
I do. I understand. But this place is gonna give you the tools you need to help you deal with the illness.
No, I'm not crazy, Megan.
Okay, let's start over. Hi, I'm Megan. Come on. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. How you doing?
Just so happens I'm from Brooklyn myself.
Yeah?
Yeah. What you said?
You know that little pizza place Johnny's on Fifth?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right by there.
Oh, wow, yo, we're neighbors. I live right up the street from there.
No way.
Yes, I got a sweet little pad on Fifth. I forgot a vacation spot up there sometimes. Little institution. They got good food.
Okay, I think I know the place. A real swanky joint.
Crazy. It's a good place to visit. Sometimes. I'm not trying to make it my home.
Oh, sure.
Not like home. Yeah. I want to be where you at. Look in your eyes, catch me by surprise. See that smile, make a bruh go wild. Yeah. 3 in the morning to the break of dawn, and you what?
Yawning.
You finished it.
Oh, yes.
So, how'd it go?
Not good. But you don't know that.
What do you mean?
I can't do this. You were right. I have my own life, my own responsibilities. Plus, Plus, he's not ready to face the realities of this disease.
Megan, it sounds more like you're not ready to face the reality of this disease.
I've been living with this disease since I was 16 years old, and it was hard-ass work to get to where I am now. You can't tell me shit about this disease, or the hospitals, the medications, the therapists, the doctors. I've done all of that shit. I've done the work. He ain't ready to do the work. I can't do this shit again.
I remember going outside when you told me not to. I remember you telling me to come inside before the lights came on. I remember not listening to a word you said. And I remember you saying I got a soft behind, 'cause I had a heartbeat. I wanna thank you for all the times when I wasn't right. You did give up on me. You prayed for me. Mama, I wanna thank you for praying to see the amazing grace. You're laying on your face. God have mercy on me, because you stayed down there. Alright, you praying for me, and I wanna thank you for. I know I used to keep you up worrying all night long. Yes, I did. Hanging out on the block at the corner spot, you would've swore that was my home. But even then I could hear a voice in my head calling me. And I know it was my mama somewhere praying and interceding for me. I wanna thank you for all the times when I wasn't right. You prayed for me. Mama, I wanna thank you. Yeah. Laying on your face, God have mercy on you. And that's why we bless. Oh, we love you. I wanna thank you for all the times when I wasn't. I wanna thank you for praying for me and interceding for me. You did it. And I thank you. God have mercy on me. Oh, I thank you. All the time I wasn't right, and you look at me say, oh, can you say, oh, God have mercy on me, because you stay down there, you'll be thinking for me. Somebody sing for mama.
We're going to be joined by the First Lady of New York City, Charlene Mccray, who is a staunch advocate of wellness, and that's really her platform, her public platform here in New York City. Before we do that, I'd just like to give a shout out to Ralph McDaniels from the Queens Public Library. He is a legend in his own right. He is a curator at the Queens Public Library, and they had a free event happening this Monday, October 30th, about mass incarceration and mental health as well. And if you all are so inclined, I think you should take up the opportunity to visit the Queens Public Library on Monday and participate with Ralph McDaniels and his public event that he has. It's free, right?
Yes, Queens Library, always free. Everybody's welcome.
I'm going to ask the panel to come up stage. We have Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, Shanti Das, Dr. Michelle Reed, okay, and Dr. Grace. I believe Dr. Grace is here as well. Here is our moderator. There she goes. We got Tembisa Mshaka. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocky. All right, so it is my honor and pleasure right now to bring out the First Lady of the City of New York, Ms. Chirlane Mccray. Oh, you don't even want to be introduced? I was going to do a whole spiel.
I will go back, all right?
Okay, all right, okay. Ms. Mccray created Thrive NYC. You know, we got to do this the right way now. She's done so much for our city. The most comprehensive mental health plan of any city or state in the nation. And she is recognized nationally as a powerful champion for mental health reform. Additionally, Ms. Mccray spearheads the city's Thrive Coalition of Mayors with representation from more than 150 cities from all 50 states, advocating for a more integrated and better funded behavioral health system. As chair of the Mayor's Fund to Advance New York City, she brings together government, philanthropy, and the private sector to work on some of the most pressing issues of our time, including mental health, youth employment, and immigration. In partnership with NYC's police chief, she leads the Domestic Violence Task Force. Ms. Mccray is a graduate of Wellesley College, yes, Women's College alum, and recently received an honorary Doctor of Science degree from the CUNY Graduate School of Public Health and Health Policy. A warm Queens Museum of the Moving Image Universal Hip Hop Museum welcome for our First Lady, Chirlane Mccray. There we go. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. How y'all doing tonight? It's Friday. Friday night. So thank you so much, Tembisa. Curtis Blow and so many others have moved mountains to bring the Universal Hip Hop Museum to life. And I am thrilled to be here. I want to thank all our panelists. And I really am just thrilled that the Hip Hop Museum will be here where it belongs. Not here, but, you know, in the South Bronx where it belongs, in the birthplace of hip hop. I just want to say hip hop has been an essential part of New York City's culture for decades. Its influence reaches across the globe. Millions and millions of people have been moved by hip hop to make art of their own, to take social and political action, or just get up and dance. I personally find it impossible to dance and stay trapped in a negative emotion. I just want to say it's impossible to sing and feel bad. It's like, I can't do it. So I'm just really glad that the museum will go on preserving and showcasing this popular art form to champion and care for a community that has celebrated hip hop. Tonight's discussion is a part of that mission. And I am delighted to be here with you because we need many, many more conversations about emotional wellness in more of our communities. And why? Because mental illness and substance misuse are common and treatable. How many of you here tonight have been touched by mental illness or substance misuse through yourself or through a family member or a loved one? Please raise your hand. I'm just checking to see if all the hands are up. All right. You know what I always say is, if your hand's not up, you probably don't know your family or your friends as well as you think you do, because it is just that common. Mental illness and addiction are chronic diseases, just like asthma or diabetes, and getting sick is part of the human condition. Here in New York City, 1 in 5 people suffer from some kind of mental illness in any given year. That means the other 4 in 5 are family members or friends or neighbors, and it's, we're all affected when someone that we care or love is suffering. We feel it. Yet somehow people still think of diseases like depression or anxiety as something to be ashamed of. They think asking for help is a sign of weakness. And we don't treat people with heart disease or high blood pressure that way. And can you imagine saying, oh, Curtis has high blood pressure. He just has no discipline. That's a character flaw. He's a weak bro. We wouldn't say that, would we? So we have to change that. We have to break through the stigma and make sure no one suffers alone. And that's what tonight is about. And before we turn to this panel of helpers and healers, people who have bravely shared their own stories and expertise to inspire others, I want to make sure that you know about one of the most important resources available for free to all New Yorkers. Did I say it's free? Yes. It's free. It's called NYC Well, and it's a free and confidential helpline that anyone, no matter what your zip code is, no matter how much or how little money you make, anyone can call this. Anyone who's in emotional distress, anyone who's struggling with any kind of challenge can call any time of day or night and speak with a trained counselor. And if necessary, if needed, get connected to longer-term care. You can call for yourself or you can call for a loved one. And the number is 1-888-NYC-WELL. Will you please say it with me? 1-888-NYC-WELL. Thank you. Now, to make sure you remember, I thought I'd borrow a beat from our friend Curtis and turn to my alter ego, who most people don't know about because I just made her up, MC Cray. What do you think? MC Cray? Does that sound good? Yeah? Okay. So I might need a little hand clapping so I could do this right. Clap your hands, everybody. I've got something to tell. If you're feeling low, I want you to know. Call NYC Well. Mad, sad, or in distress, no need to make your life a mess. Break out of your little hell. Call NYC Well. 1-888-NYC-WELL. 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 Break out. So, can I call on all of you to share that number? Yes. Thank you. Good. I want you to keep on having these kinds of open and honest conversations. It's so important for all of us, and I promise I'll stick to my day job. All right. Take care, y'all.
You ready, come on. Yo, you ready, come on. Yo, you ready, come on. Yo, you ready, come on. Yo.